The Federation of Light, Monoliths, out of nowhere. Hello. Hello. Well, no worries about what I'd like to talk about today. The new monolith that has appeared in Nevada, of course. Go. 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 Greetings to you, Blossom, and each one attending this conversation, be it by word or sound. We can feel your excitement, Blossom, and this is most pleasing. Well, it is exciting. In my mind, without having to search back, did you not say that there were 5 more to come, after the last one, in the sort of soonish future? If that isn't leaving things open, I don't know what is. This is correct, Blossom. The next one to arrive is to be in yet an even more obscure positioning. For no other reason than that is its designated placement, in order for it to align with the grid markings that it is set within. They do indeed land in out of nowhere places. They indeed land out of nowhere. Forgive me, I cannot remember if you have explained to us how they land. Would you mind going over it again? These tubes. Tubes, are they tubes? We choose to call them this for today's purpose of explanation, are created off-world. Their integrity, their intelligence, their system, their conduct making them what they are is captured in a program that can be condensed into the size of a dice. This feels new info. Maybe we haven't discussed this before. Yet, you understand that energy is not something that can remain still. It has to be moving. All that is life is energy, it has to flow. Therefore, energy can be manipulated into any size or shape that is desired. Yet, in this case we would say that is useful. So, I feel you are about to say that this dice could be dropped onto the planet, and from the place it was created, buttons can be pressed and, poof, a full-size monolith blows up, like an inflatable castle. This is in layman's terms, of course. This is more or less correct, yet certainly will suffice. It is not a button though, is it? What is it? It is a device that is activated involving it being placed on a particular crystal formation. How does it communicate with the dice? The dice is already programmed to connect and communicate with the device. This is not new technology when you think of how much similarity this presents in devices already present upon your planet that communicate with each other. Can I also pick up on me saying it is dropped? Clearly, one doesn't simply open the hatch on a ship, and one wishes it luck as you wave it goodbye. Indeed, Blossom, it is more precisely directed as to its landing pad, would we say. It is programmed to do so via teleportation. Keep in mind we are speaking to you as if this is an everyday run-of-the-mill procedure. This is not so. The delicacy of these pillars plays a huge role in how they are handled. They are considered of high intelligence and high importance. Just inquiring, are they constructed to their original size? I.e., are they originally made to the size in which we see them on Earth? This is correct. You are putting into my mind the movie, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. For obvious reasons. So, and here's an out there question. If they were to open up, what would be seen inside? Particles. What? No motherboard or levers and flashing red and green lights. No little blue people awaiting to be awakened and set to work. No 1812 overtures. No fireworks. Just particles. Well, I never. So, now if we may, we need to talk about these particles. Particles of energy that remain, not dormant, yet almost to the point of sleep, that await their divine moment of activation, that we have spoken about in the past. These particles speak to each other, and to those particles in other such monoliths that have arrived, and lie in wait. Have I heard that the ones here from earlier have been removed? Some, not all. Do you recall us showing you an image of them being in an enclosed sealed room, and yet unable to be dissected? For want of a better term. Their blueprint remains in their situated original landing hold. Could it not be that those who work in the monolith department, off-world, could use the same device to shrink them again, and get Scotty to beam them up? This is not necessary. They are perfectly safe where they are, and this is a big and, I can feel it. They were not designed to do so. So, You mean they cannot be shrunk once they have expanded to their full size? Correct. Why? It is not needed. They are safe where they are, for they cannot be penetrated, and they have no purpose back on board. Can I just clarify, if memory serves, that you, who choose to be known as the Federation of Light, the overseers of the overseers, do not reside on a ship, you just reside in a level of vibration out there somewhere? Correct again, Blossom. We like your play on words in order to keep it simple. Yet you can manifest a ship should it be appropriate for you to say, visit, and then you would also take form that is fitting for that particular situation or circumstance. Indeed. I just wanted to make it clear that it is not you, or, perhaps, not, your department, that is involved in the creation of that which we speak. A thought if energy can be manipulated, what is it that would prevent the monoliths from suddenly disappearing? Curiosity. Please explain. They create much curiosity as they stand. The mystery is evoking unawakened possibilities to become possible. For whom? All. Are they not seeming to match that of images that are already present in certain movies? Movies that are futuristic? I believe so. So along with their many purposes which we have spoken of before, they are assisting souls to recognize the future that is coming. That which many signed up to attend. I love that. The fact that we signed up to attend the future. Another t-shirt, Joe. I guess that is what is so exciting about them. Here they are in our reality, and they are so futuristic to us, which, as you say, helps us to know that it is actually happening. What is actually happening? Blossom. The future. That which you have spoken to us about. That which is to bring the new and honest world into fruition. The one that we are all here to manifest. I love it. It fills one's being with such encouragement. The reason you are feeling so encouraged and of joy regarding this matter at hand, Blossom, is because your soul is recognizing it as truth. You are remembering. This is why the monoliths are so intriguing. They trigger memories of your future. An interesting concept, memories of our future. Not really, Blossom. For you have been shown it in a past that is the present, and lived it in a future that will one day be the past. Hold the phone a minute, let me digest that little gem. So, I assume we were shown it before we came back down to earth, the past. Shown it as in a presentation of the future, that we are now in the present and then it will be in the past, because one day it will have happened. Plus the fact, everything is happening at once. Nope, not ready to go down that rabbit hole today. That, everything is happening at once, stuff always blows my brains out. Yet, you are everything all at once. Apparently so. I accept it, yet well, you know it is difficult to get one's head around. From where your perspective is at this space in your current supposed reality. Of course. Guys, I feel this is a good space to finish today's chat. Love it. As we always do. We love all that derives from these conversations, and we love too how they spark the soul's interest, creating many new pathways to explore. Indeed. Wow, there we go. In gratitude. In loving service. I am. P.S. Apparently the monolith has now been removed. The transformative power of love. Because the Creator's energy of unconditional love fills the universe, it can be your most powerful resource for transformation. If you have a big challenge facing you in life, you already know what needs to be transformed, but what if you don't know about something important that's holding you back? Here's an easy way to flush out the most hidden of limiting beliefs from the depths of your subconscious mind, and bring them out into your conscious awareness, where you can apply a simple technique of transformation. The result? Greater freedom and inner joy from one simple but effective step. Here's how it's done. First, bring any limiting thoughts to the surface by making a claim that might be considered outrageous. Well, it won't be outrageous when the world becomes heart-centered, and everyone supports each other, but, for now, tradition says it may seem outrageous. First, put yourself into a quiet reflective state, then mentally state to yourself, I am brilliant, gorgeous, and fabulous. What happens then? Chances are, due to the social environment that most of us grew up in, you were taught to never make such claims because there's supposed to be something or other wrong with thinking that way. Well, sure, if a child runs the risk of becoming a raving, unsociable egomaniac, then there would be something wrong with thinking that way. But as an adult with a developing sense of spiritual consciousness, ego issues are no longer the point. In the new reality, the point is to develop your potential and become everything that you can be. In a healthy, heart-centered society, everyone will either be brilliant, gorgeous and fabulous already, or well on their way to becoming so, and the rest of society will be supporting them in every attempt that they make to improve their lives. After all, wouldn't you rather live among people who are brilliant, gorgeous, fabulous and supportive than among people who are envious, small-minded and competitive? As you probably just noticed in this exercise, blockages are likely to emerge when you say wonderful things about yourself, when you say, "I am brilliant, gorgeous, and fabulous." What thoughts come up to the surface of your mind? Probably a lot of "yes, but I don't feel" statements. Those are your blockages, or limiting beliefs. Now, here's how to dissolve them so that they won't limit your happiness any longer. Having identified a blockage and brought it out into the open, where it can be worked on, you are able to apply energy work to transform it out of your life once and for all. Your heart has a wonderful ability to transform limiting beliefs by the application of its natural frequency of consciousness, which is that of unconditional love. While your physical heart is tucked away behind your rib cage, the energy center of your heart is outside of your body, just in front of your breastbone. It is here that the frequency of heart-centered consciousness is focused. Visualize this energy center as a small sphere of brilliant white light 4 inches, 10 centimeters, in front of the center of your chest. Imagine the air being filled with vital life energy, like a white mist that fills the space around you. The air actually is filled with such vital life energy, and the point of the exercise is to draw additional quantities of this energy and to add extra power to your heart's energy center. Now that your heart's energy center is charged with intense life energy, use its natural frequency of unconditional love to transform each blockage in turn. Whatever blockage you identified, say to yourself mentally, "I release the belief that blockage" statement and transform it into the light now. I replace that old belief with the knowing that I am loved and that I am love. For example, I release the belief that money is bad and transform it into the light now. I replace that old belief with the knowing that I am loved and that I am love. Notice that you don't have to state the opposite of the old belief. You just transform it and release it using the energy of unconditional love as the transformative power. Here's what happens. Releasing the old belief creates an absence, or a vacuum, that wants to be filled. Nature abhors a vacuum, so you replace the old belief with a pure unconditional love that flows throughout the universe, and fill this vacuum with positive energy. The statement, "knowing that I am loved," is an affirmation of your awareness that the universe is filled with the love of God, and that you only have to tune into this love to feel its power and eternal support. Everything and everyone exists in a universe filled with unconditional love. It's the way the universe was designed. The Hathors, alchemy of all possibilities. We greet you and honor you as we meet in this field of all possibilities. We encourage you to truly claim your magnificence. We encourage you to recognize and own your power to call forth a far better world. It is in these moments when your mastery of energy transformation and the inexplicable knowledge that you own can and must come forth. Break the shackles of your limited beliefs. Shake off the programming of fear that is constantly being offered. Look beyond the obvious and realize that what is being pictured is only one possible reality that could unfold. Now is the moment for you to begin to sculpt the reality that honors the well-being and the magnificence of others. Ride these waves of dysfunctional energy. Hold firm your vision of a world in which all beings are fed, nurtured and honored for their unique gifts that they carry and offer. Fearlessly hold the belief of a world of peace which honors all living and sentient beings. When you hold the clarity of your vision securely, when you empower it with your heart's energy and intention, you are anchoring it in the quantum field of all possibilities. You are literally calling forth a new world, in a new time frame and dimension. We acknowledge the personal challenges that each of you encounter. What we would like to impart is that these challenges and this physical life you are experiencing are only one aspect of who you are as a divine multidimensional being. Yes, we do understand the many earthly trials and hardships. We are also observing the events which are generating fear in the hearts and minds of those who allow it. We are witnessing these miscreations. The focus of consciousness on your planet continues to take dysfunction to its highest level. These are forces of misplaced power and greed. These forces that generate and hold the reality that diminishes all life forms with horrific and heinous actions upon others and the environment are only one expression of consciousness. Do not add your energy, your focus to this reality. Watch when fear is activated or judgment steps into your conversation or thoughts. Shift your focus. Bless those who are experiencing the situation as well as those who are creating the situation, and immediately envision a different outcome and contrasting creation. You personally are being called, invited, to own and claim your abilities, to offer a vision of a different reality. There are always multi-realities available in any situation, with any challenge. Remember that you are a co-creator, and now is the time for you to own that birthright. Practice holding a coherent frequency of gratitude, appreciation, and joy. Offer your coherent vibrations as often and as frequently as possible in every situation. This intentional action is your power. Be discerning and aware of when you are at the effect of the collective emotional wave. When you are feeling discouraged, fearful, or even overwhelmed, realize in that very moment that you can and must transcend these incoherent frequencies. You are opening and awakening to the realization that you are feeling and experiencing the energy emotions carried in the collective consciousness. One of the many abilities of your personal awakening is the realization that you are a sensitive being capable of feeling the emotional nature of others. In the awakening that is taking place in humanity's consciousness are the extrasensory perceptions that have been suppressed and repressed for eons of time. As you personally begin to awaken, it can be overwhelming to feel and sense all the discordant emotional energies that are in the collective matrix. As a multidimensional being, one of the many aspects and gifts occurring is the awakening of your sixth senses. Perhaps you are experiencing many strange shifts in perceptions, hearing voices, being overwhelmed with emotions that do not feel like yours, having a sense of knowing without any clear knowledge. Celebrate these abilities. Celebrate and welcome the ability to see beyond physical limits. Your reality calls this clairvoyance. Celebrate and welcome the ability to intuitively sense, feel, and identify emotions and blocked energies as a clairsentient. Clairaudience is the ability to hear vibrations and inner guidance. Celebrate and welcome this expanded awareness. Many are beginning to see, sense, or feel the energy fields around living things. Many are also experiencing powerful lucid dreams while in their sleep state, when it is easier to travel the dimensions and time frames. Many are experiencing the ability to move from normal to paranormal dimensions and return at will. This ability we would term morphing. Welcome and call forth a multi-dimensional ability to know without requiring mental data, to acquire guidance from your interdimensional realms of truth. These varied multidimensional aspects and abilities are coming forth. This is the transformation of consciousness that is taking place within each of you. We invite you to welcome these abilities, make it your intention to allow them to emerge within your consciousness, for they are tools that will serve you well in the coming days. However, when they first are activated within your system, it can be alarming. We invite you to be gentle and patient with yourself. Hold these abilities in a state of grace as you integrate them into your waking consciousness. Hold the intention that these feelings and knowing are always generated from the purest source of love and light that is bathing your planet. Hold the intention and frequency that you are always under the law of divine protection. It is important that you allow yourself to express any discordant energy that is yours personally or an aspect of the collective. Use the tools of sounds and make this action sacred as you release what you are feeling. With clear heartfelt intentions, remember to always fill the void you have just created by this release. Work with qualities and emotions that are of a higher vibration. You are a transformer of dysfunctional energy. There are many energetic practices that can and will shift vibrations. Use all the tools available. Engage and invite celestial and divine support and assistance. It is always available upon request. Remember, it is the chalice of the heart in which the alchemy of transformation takes place. Focus your heart's awareness and with clear intention send healing energy like a laser beam to any situation. Practice connecting with your heart's awareness and knowing. Over time you will begin to trust this knowing before your mind offers you doubts. Focus your heart's awareness on a reality that supports all life, and in this alchemical chalice of your heart's energy and vision, call forth and anchor a new reality, a new world. Know that you are powerful beyond measure when your focus is within your sacred heart. The Team Sorcery-Offlight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.